Moving on swiftly, and the Law Society of Kenya has urged members of parliament to take into account public opinion on the Finance Bill 2024, which intends to broaden the country's tax base and boost revenue collection from citizens. Speaking in Nairobi, LSK President Faith Odhiambo expressed concerns about the potential implications of the proposed higher taxes, noting that this will add financial strain to Kenyans who are already grappling with the harsh economic times. Here is Grace Ahati with more details.
Amidst ongoing concerns on the impact of the Finance Act 2024, the Law Society of Kenya has now called upon lawmakers to consider public opinions before passing this crucial legislation in Parliament. Addressing the press in Nairobi, the lawmakers led by LSK President Faith Odhiambo have noted that significant changes introduced by the bill will have far-reaching implications, since these changes are pivotal in shaping the country's tax policies and economic environment. LSK has noted that various provisions in the bill are likely to further raise the cost of living amid the current harsh economic times in the country.
The various proposals in the bill will make life more expensive for a significant portion of the population, adding financial strain to already burdened households. Noting the harsh economic times that several Kenyans are already experiencing, we believe that some provisions in this bill will lead to greater economic hardship and inequality. We take note of the proposal in the bill to impose motor vehicle tax at the rate of 2.5% on the value of the motor vehicle, which we view with great concern. The likely negative impacts which we expect to see include an increase in the cost of insuring vehicles and a reduction in motor vehicle insurance uptake.
LSK has at the same time declared unconstitutional the proposal to exempt the processing of personal data by the KRA provisions of the Data Protection Act 2019, where disclosure is necessary for the assessment, enforcement, or collection of any tax. According to the lawyers, the proposal, without court orders or use of proper procedures, will infringe upon taxpayers' rights to privacy and poses risk of data misuse.
The proposed unlimited access to personal data without court orders or proper procedures will infringe upon taxpayers' rights to privacy and pose a risk of data misuse. For this reason, we consider such a move unconstitutional and a violation of the rule of law. Additionally, the importance of public participation as enshrined under our Constitution cannot be overemphasized. As the Parliamentary Committee continues collecting views from the public, we urge them to actually consider those views.
The Law Society of Kenya has also drawn attention to the sudden halt in operations by Direct Line Assurance, a key player in the country's PSV insurance market. It has now called for immediate action to solve ongoing stakeholder disputes, noting that the abrupt disruption could affect the PSV sector and also lead to significant economic consequences.
The suspension of all insurance services by Direct Line Assurance Company could leave many policyholders and the transport sector in disarray. This abrupt disruption can lead to significant economic and social consequences, affecting the livelihoods of many Kenyans. The Law Society of Kenya is closely monitoring the situation and calls upon the IRA to take immediate and decisive action to address the concerns arising from the alarming statement on cessation of operations by Direct Line Assurance. This significant disruption within the Kenya PSV insurance sector necessitates urgent measures to restore public confidence, protect policyholders, and ensure the integrity of the insurance industry.
Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.